My name is Jim Morris, and I'm lead author of Biology, How Life Works, and I'm really excited about the second edition. What happened over the last several years is that a very strong and dedicated community of educators, instructors, and students grew up around How Life Works, and the second edition is really responsive to this community. What I heard most strongly from this group is that the philosophy or the vision of How Life Works really resonated with them. That is a streamlined text that's rigorously focused on introductory biology, a genuine emphasis on integration of concepts, ideas, and facts, modern treatment of biology, and equal attention and parallel development of the narrative text, the assessment questions, and the media, so they're not only aligned, but that they support, they work together, and they help to reinforce each other. So what I'd like to say right off the bat is that these are elements that will not change in the second edition. In other words, these are threads that connect the first and second edition. All of the changes that we're making in the second edition are truly built within the framework of the first edition, and they're not simple additions or add-ons or extras. I am most excited about the work we're doing around assessment in the second edition. In the first edition of How Life Works, we worked with a very talented assessment team to develop something wholly new. Not a test bank of questions, but a thoughtful, well-curated set of questions that could be used not just for testing, as a test bank would imply, but also for teaching. These questions are really closely aligned with the other components of the book, the text and the media. They can be used in a variety of contexts, and they're written at many different levels. We decided to take that idea and develop it even further in the second edition. I am absolutely thrilled that Melissa Michael from the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, and thrilled that she's joining us as a lead author on the second edition. This allows her to work much more closely with the text and the media authors, and it allows for a tighter connection between the assessment and the text and the assessment and the media. Also, in terms of assessment, in the first edition, we introduced what you might call a learning path for students. What we heard from instructors is that they wanted more activities, more questions, more active learning exercises that could support the in-class piece of the assessment. So therefore, we developed a very fantastic and rich set of activities. There's a tremendous range of these activities. Some are really short, 5 or 10 minutes. Some are much, much longer and can extend over several class periods. I think these activities are going to be really useful for instructors, for those who want to, for example, flip their classroom, but also for instructors who just want to bring in an active learning exercise into a lecture-based class. I'm also encouraged by the work we're doing around ecology in the second edition. In the first edition, we really focused on having a streamlined text, but we heard from instructors that they wanted more attention paid to ecology. So in the second edition, we decided to add a chapter to the ecology section, and this chapter focuses on physical processes and global ecology. However, it would be incorrect to think of this as just an additional chapter. Instead, by adding a chapter to this section, we were able to breathe more room into all of the ecology topics. This gave us the opportunity to add more detail, provide more example, and create new emphases, for example, on global ecology. In this way, you can think of this edition as having a tremendous ripple effect. That is, adding this material clearly had an effect on the text on either side of it. But because the text, the media, and the assessment are all intertwined, adding this material also gave us opportunities to explore this topic through assessment questions, through activities, and through associated media. We also continue to develop our media under the creative and imaginative direction of Rob Liu. One of the most exciting pieces of media in the first edition were our visual synthesis maps. That is, when you take the visual synthesis and move them online, they become dynamic. They allow a student to zoom in and out. This helps them to explore relations between various concepts and processes, allows them to explore a concept at different levels of scale and at different levels of detail. With our new emphasis on global ecology in the ecology section, this was a wonderful opportunity to develop media for this. We have a new visual synthesis on biogeochemical cycles, as well as a map and simulation. We also heard from instructors that they wanted more media support for students exploring cell and tissue biology, what you might call a cellular community, and viruses. So we continue to develop maps and simulations and animations around these topics. So standing back, the second edition for me was really a wonderful opportunity to listen to and have a dialogue with instructors and students to develop an integrated set of resources that can help support student learning and instructor teaching.